motorcycling world. Bidding farewell to your brother from another mother is quite heart wrenching. But life happens, so we did a farewell ride. My friend, brother, and a biker is moving to another country, and I might not see him for some time to come. What better way than to feel the wind together, sip a coffee during a cuss word sprinkled conversation, and make memories that will be with us forever? Time is a currency we do not have, and decided to do a short ride to Penukonda Fort. We have been there before. The road conditions are good, and there is a good Korean restaurant by virtue of the Kia factory in the area. I should say I'm blessed to have friends who trust me with their bikes. The Super Meteor I'm riding belongs to another friend and a brother who is currently away from the country, and my friend is riding my KTM 390 Adventure. The Super Meteor guy has no problems with me riding the bike. I shouldn't be loaning it to anyone else, so please don't ask me to loan it or ask it for a test ride. Right? We started riding around 7 a.m., hoping to beat the Bangalore traffic. We snaked through the morning taxi traffic, buses, tractors, and whatnot. We had a few coffee breaks and reached the Penukonda Fort top or the hill around noon. The Super Meteor's twin engine is a peach. It's so wonderful for highway cruising. It's smooth. There are no abrupt power delivery issues. It's smooth acceleration, smooth deceleration, ample engine braking. Hey, I think a lot of bikers come to Penukonda because this person that you just saw sitting on the sidewalk just waved us through even before we stopped to ask for directions. Right? The approach road is a rural road, but it's of good quality. The beginning of the hill ascent or the hill road is amazing. It's marked, it has got wide corners, it's got ample shoulder space, warning boards, and the tarmac quality is just great. I think somebody who designs or who loves motorcycle racetracks was contracted to get this job done. And just, oh, okay, trouble. I think their bike switched off. Getting back to what I was saying, the corners, the grading, it's so spot on. Super Meteor has a wide rear tire, but I could feel it run out of grip. That's the amount of lean I could achieve. I think I consciously did not scrape foot pegs because this is not my bike, and I do not like playing around with others' possessions. Bikes are special to each and all of us. The ride, just I'll go quiet for a minute or two. Check out the road. Fun corner. No wonder this road has become viral on Instagram and YouTube. So thanks to that, thanks to videos that others posted on Instagram, drone shots specifically. That's how we zeroed in on this location for the ride. It's not a great distance for us bikers, but a day is all you got when somebody is trying to pack all of their 14 plus years of life in Bangalore and moving abroad. So we had to be cognizant of that, and that's how we decided we'll do a ride to Penukonda Fort. So after you cross Penukonda town, there isn't anything available around the Fort Road. So it's better to carry water bottles, have a coffee before you come here, because once you come here, you would want to spend some time. You might want to do a couple of runs up and down the hill just to enjoy these roads. Check out that grading on the road. It's so perfect. The bike just turns into the corner. You don't have to, put any kind of effort. Of course, on the Meteor you need to counterbalance because it's a heavy motorcycle. Otherwise, you just on the road, and the road is, making you take those turns. It's amazing. So we reached the top around 11:50 or 12 noon. The sun was hotter than usual. Of course, Andhra Pradesh, so a little bit hot than Bangalore. Surprisingly, after reaching the top and checking out the place, and we got to chatting, and we were just chatting away because we had a lot to catch up on. We don't meet that often. We just it's almost telepathic. Me and this guy, we get calls when we know the other guy needs something, or wants to have a chat, or vice versa, right? We just have a very short conversation and it's all sorted. So while chatting, we realized that we had photographs going back to 2009 or 2010, and then one or two in 2015, I guess. That's when I got a smartphone. And after that, we did a Karnataka uh, trip with a couple of other friends, very dear friends of ours and brothers. We might have photographs from that trip in 2015, 16, 17. I forgot the timeline, and so it's too much travel does that to you. So anyway, then we thought we should have some selfies. But before we go there, I'll just let you look at the road for some time and enjoy the feel of riding on this road. I can't see him. I think I was enjoying the road a bit too much to wait for him to catch up with me. Of course, uh, he rides a twin Ninja, and I think my KTM single cylinder is like a little awkward. It's a high revving machine, and the power delivery is not smooth. It's got abrupt bursts. I've tried Fuel X with Fuel X Lite, without Fuel X Lite. I've tried um Iridium spark plug. I've tried a lot of stuff to make it as sane as possible, but the Duke derived engine, it's a little crazy. So you think you're doing probably 60, and then you want to go to 70, but you'll end up going to 90. You have to be really minute with the throttle. Anyway, getting back, we reached the top, and then we decided we should chill for some time. There is a good shade at the top with ample parking. Even though I've zoomed out and to the tiny planet mode on Insta360 X4, it can fit about, I think, 10-15 cars or a couple of buses at least. So then mandatory selfies. That's when we realized, right? So when you see something is going away from you, that's when I think it becomes more endearing. So this guy was a stone's throw away from my house, and we hardly met, and now we want to take photographs with each other. The ride down is equally amazing. Of course, you have to have engine braking, and you need to be a lot more engaged with the corners. But otherwise, apart from some minor, uh, I would say, gravel, that too, I think, from tractors going up and down, there is construction or stone quarry at the top. That's what we saw from a distance. Apart from those pebbles or broken stones, you don't have to watch out for much. And it being dry and sunny helped a lot, and the tires were already quite warm, so they were sticky enough for me to go confidently downhill. It's I cannot praise this road enough because I ride almost 40 kilometers a day in Bangalore, all working days, and from that bone-shattering, pothole-riddled roads that Bangalore has. This is not about Bangalore. This is about just the road condition. So please don't hate me for that. But it's just what it is, right? The roads are not great. Then you have a 4-lane highway, and then 4 or 6 lane. It's a mix of both. And then you pass through a village road, and then you are greeted with the lines, the proportions of the road, the zebra markings, and I think they're called rumble strips, not zebra markings. And look at how the turns are widened so that people driving cars, I mean proper drivers, not our drivers, don't have to step into the other lane while taking a turn. So I think somebody who knows how to build a road has built this one. Amazing roads. I think we've been friends and brothers for about 14 plus years. I think we met in 2009, 2009 or 2010. Uh, but this ride sort of is warranted because of because of the fact that he's going to another country. Even if I manage to fly there on a tourist visa, I am not going to have a motorcycle license. It's Europe, so motorcycle licenses are very difficult to get. I don't know if we can ride there on an international driving permit. It says driving permit and not riding permit. If I ever get a chance, yes, of course, I'll go there, hire a bike and ride with him. I'm sure he'll try and buy a bike as soon as possible. So this is the farewell we had. We had very good lunch. There's a Korean restaurant. Just as you exit the Penugonda town, the arch, the intersection that connects you to the national highway, look towards the right, you will see a supermarket or a mart, and you'll see on the first floor this restaurant. The restaurant serves authentic Korean food, and I think it's because of the large number of Korean nationals who visit Kia factory in the vicinity. Whatever we ordered, this taste was spot on. The serving was, I've only seen YouTube videos of Korean food, and I've only had Korean food in Singapore and not in Korea. But I felt that's the nearest, to accurate what I saw on YouTube and other channels or mediums. The food was really good, and we should have been careful about the quantity because I think they order in groups probably. So chicken medium, what we ordered, chicken fries, that was, apart from other dishes which were proportionate to each individual, the chicken fries medium, we thought it's like half plate in our language. The medium was like a KFC bucket, right? And we had to parcel the rest. We couldn't eat so much. So just check. The staff is super friendly. Just check with them if what's the quantity like, if it's not a large group of you guys riding, or girls. I don't know why I just said guys. I think it's muscle memory. Right. So post lunch, of course, mid-noon lunch, hot sun. So then on the way back to Bangalore, we had to take a couple of breaks because one of our helmets had a loose padding, and we tried to, we tried keeping it in place. It somehow kept coming loose, and we didn't want to risk it. So we were doing 60, 70, 80, the highway speed limits. And then we were greeted with crazy traffic as soon as we got down the flyover, the airport flyover. Hello, cows. National traffic. I think this is what causes the largest number of traffic snarls on highways. Herds of cows and cattle crossing. Not their fault. We need them for our daily supplement of milk and paneer and whatnot. So, of course, it's something that we caused. Okay, time to stop my rant. Saying goodbyes is not a great experience, but like Tuko says in The Good, Bad, and the Ugly, even a tramp like me, no matter what happens, I know there's a brother somewhere who will never refuse me a bowl of soup. I've replaced the bowl of soup with a ride because back in the day they had horses and now we have motorcycles, and I need a ride more than I need a bowl of soup. See you next time, my friend. We'll ride together soon. And for all you motorcyclists, see you in the next video. Thank you for sticking with us. Bye-bye.